7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I did it again. I disappeared. And I'm so sorry. Hi guys. It's been a week. And today's Wednesday, October the 10th. We are now 3 weeks. 3 weeks? 4 weeks. About 3.5 weeks away from race day. And I think we're 25 days to be exact. And I have been bringing my camera with me, but I haven't been shooting a ton because the goal of the last few days has really been to be as present as humanly possible and just staying as calm, cool, collected, so that my chest doesn't flare, which brings my pelvis out of alignment, which means that my hamstring starts carrying the load of everything. And yeah, it's been going well though. So let me rewind a little bit because you're just gonna see like teeny tiny little snippets of stuff. Monday, let's go back to Monday, October 1st, maybe? Monday I did Ultra G miles. Tuesday we did 800s at the track with Project Moonshot. Here's that. I was just gonna record something earlier. Like, I wish I could record people's reactions when they see me doing this. Hi, what are you doing?
I work next door.
That was very funny. I am dead. I am dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I didn't quit though. I kind of quit, but not really. I want to die. Something I've been working on at the track and just in my tempo and longer runs in general is it frustrates me towards the end of my workouts where I feel like I'm giving up, but I'm not. And I have these total and complete conversations with myself while I run. And something I'm grateful for is my coach, one of our Project Moonshot coaches. Her name's Rebecca Stowe. I talk about her all the time. Rebecca kind of sat down with me on Saturday after a long run, and we were talking about it, and she asked me, you know, has anyone ever talked to you about counting? And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, I want to work on those conversations that you're having with yourself, because the second you start having conversations, you stop paying attention. I'm trying to paraphrase, so maybe this isn't what she said. When I start having conversations, I quickly start judging my choices, and I am frustrated that I don't think I can kick or that I can't keep up because I'm already like working as hard as I can, and the second I start to get dropped, I kind of feel like, shoot, I should be able to keep up. Instead of saying, this is my best effort, let's see what I can do, keep going. Which is what I should be doing, because in reality, like, I am working really hard, but I'm not killing myself, right? Like, I'm definitely winded. You saw that last clip. But yeah, so she's like, I want you to try counting. So we'll talk about that in a second. And I did. But during those 800s, like, there was just something felt right, you know? Like, it finally was a really good track day. My times were really consistent. I feel strong, and I, you know, wanted to die after. So yeah, things went well. Wednesday, what did I do Wednesday? I want to say I ran. Thursday, I did my speed workout on the Ultra G. Friday was an off day. Saturday was 20 miles. The plan called for 21, but Rachel, my PT at Finish Line Physical Therapy, she was like, do not go a mile over 20, so I didn't. And yeah, here's that.
tapering for her first full Ironman. Is Lottie. Pew, 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 pew. And we have an angry biker. How are you feeling?
Good. Everything hurts before the
Full
race, you know?
Ironman.
My ankle.
Just about 10 miles in. Feeling great.
I have been trying not to run with the group because it knocks me out of the zone. Like, I'm not present. I'm kind of frustrated that I'm like, my stride is picking up and dropping back. And it's just, when you run with a big group, it can be frustrating because you just have so many different, variables to worry about. And for me, like, I just want to run according to feel, and not have to worry about staying together and starting and stopping. And I hate when someone is like right in front of me, because their stride is constantly varying, and that just drives me insane. So I started with the group, and then about 2 miles in, I was like, yeah, I'm going to start, running my own long run. And I, broke away, and it was awesome. And it was a great 20 miles, like really, really strong. I could feel my side and my hip flexors, and that was a little like, ooh, but I was like, don't worry about it. Just keep like shoulders down, chest like up and down, pelvis directly under, focus on bringing your arms through. I just focused on my form, and I tried to just break it up into 5-mile chunks and just run the 5-mile chunk I was in. I didn't run 20 miles. I ran 1 mile 5 times, 4 different times, if that makes sense. And it was great. It was awesome. And afterwards, me and Rebecca had a really good talk, and she talked to me about the counting, and we talked about the long run, and I took off what I thought was a comfortable fast pace. I was running like 8:40s, 8:50s, and around the 10-mile mark, I kind of pulled back and felt like, like I was running a little too fast, and I wish I wouldn't have just even thought about it and just continued to, run strong and see what happened. So I'm going to try that next time. I'm not going to judge it. I'm just going to see what happens next time. And yeah, it went really well. And then Sunday I took off. Monday I ran outside. And then yesterday I did my speed work on my own. You can see that whole workout now.
Tuesday, October 9th. What's going on there? I'm back at Red Hook track. 10 600s at 10K pace. I just whipped my GoPro out and realized it's dead. So, womp womp. This is KT tape for all of you who are like, what's around your neck? Because I am on Accutane, and I chafed really bad because my skin is like dumpling paper. Well, let's do it. 1, check. The first one is always the easiest. There's another girl here, and she's running the wrong way. It's driving me kind of crazy. Mostly because like it's really overgrown and you can't see. So like I don't know when she's coming around a corner. Like, what are you doing? All right, 40 seconds. 2:37. Hopefully we stick to that and gradually get a little stronger. 3. Yeah. 4. Yeah. I'm trying not to get ahead of myself. I'm very much like, is this over? So I'm trying to stay present. 5. I feel good. A little tired. Focusing on stuff I shouldn't be focusing on, but something Rebecca, Coach Stowe, she told me that she wants me to work on when I'm at the track or doing tempo is not have conversations, because those are what make me kind of start panicking or judging myself. So she says, I want you to work on just counting. So oddly enough, that's what I do in flywheel. And I never really thought to do it on running because it's just harder. There's not as much of a rhythm for me. So I'm trying to count. We'll see what happens. It's going well so far. 30 seconds left for my cool down. Or I should say rest. Whew, here we go. Second half. 6. Almost forgot to do this. 4 more. 8. Getting harder, but feeling good. Whew, almost done. 9. That one was a little bit like 4 seconds slower, but like honestly that felt the most present and consistent and effortless, if that makes sense. One more. Let's crush it. Done. 10 600s. Felt really good. I want to say easy, but it wasn't easy. I was just very present. Everyone always thinks that like the physical part is the work, but really it's like doing exactly what Rebecca told me to do and practicing counting, because it really does take practice. And then like practicing your routine before you run, and then getting into the zone, trusting that, you know, you've done everything to click in and put yourself in the best possible mind space and just run mindfully. And that's what we did. And by we, I mean I. And now I get to run home. Done. Yeah.
It was a good workout. The counting was really effective, like really, really effective. I think this is interesting too. There's something about going to Red Hook where I just associate, it's the same thing with Brooklyn Bridge Park. There's something about both those places that I just like click in and start to run really strong. And like my body knows we're working now because of where we are. Like I don't know what it is. Like the East River track for some reason makes me anxious. I think it's the fact that there's always like 150, 200 people there. Like everyone in the running community is there on a Tuesday or a Thursday. And I feel like I'm being watched even though I'm not. I know I'm not. Like no one cares about me, but I don't know. There's something about that, like people are there and it just feels performative. Whereas at Red Hook, like I feel like I can, you know, really just attack and be on my own, and I don't have to weave in and out of people and worry about the 1,050 billion other runners on the track. So I did it on my own, and I'm really glad I did, because I had a really strong workout. I did 10 600s, and they felt awesome. I've just focused on counting, and anytime I found myself trying to have conversations with myself, which is insanely often, something I've never really realized before, like I'm always trying to like think about things or things I need to be doing, and I'm just like not thinking about crushing it. I'm either worrying about how far I have to go, what I should be doing later, the flight I need to book, or like what I need to return, or you know, the dishes and this. What I just think about weird stuff. Really weird stuff. Like I start thinking about the music I'm listening to and what I wish I was listening to. So the counting thing just was like very much brought me back to each 100 meters I was in, and that was awesome. I felt awesome. My hip definitely felt a little tight towards the end, which is a little worrisome, but you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I feel fine. Everything's fine. Everyone I'm working with says it's fine. I'm getting massages. I'm getting PT twice a week. I'm foam rolling my face off and trigger pointing and air pantsing, and everything's going according to plan. So I'm doing everything I can. Whatever happens, happens. And then today I ran like 5 miles, easy miles, with Nadia, who has a really fun YouTube channel, and I will link to that below. But yeah, training overall, here's something that I want to let you guys in on. I had a freak out 2 weeks ago. And it kind of started after Berlin. That's where it really started. When I was watching the Nike running accounts, and I saw a lot of people who, not a lot of people, there were a couple people who they highlighted who set these impossible goals, and they made their goals a reality, and they got those, like they did it. It's their campaign right now. And I just kind of had a moment of shit. I am not going to be cute. Like, they changed the times. There's no way I'm running a 3:30, period. But that's not my goal. My goal is 3:35. That's the goal. That's my impossible goal, is to run 3:35. And I don't know if I'm going to do that. I'm sure as hell going to try. I know I have a time that I think I'm going to be capable of doing in New York City, but something happens when you set an impossible goal and your impossible starts to feel possible. And I don't know why this happens, but it is so scary when you know that you can, but there's still a possibility that you'll fall short. There's something like liberating about knowing that your goal is not going to happen, you know, that it's impossible, and like it's, you know, you're going to fail. So like, why not try? You have nothing to lose. But the second that goal starts to feel, you know, inevitable or possible or a reality or like it's going to happen, like the pressure starts mounting, and you start to like, just everything that you shouldn't have to worry about is what you start to worry about. And it is so funny and bogus that this is what we do. Or I'll talk about me. This is what I do. And I started thinking like, what is the story that's going to be told when I don't do my thing? And shit, you know, how are they going to spin this? Will they spin this? Am I just going to kind of like be an afterthought and is nothing going to happen? I don't know. I'm panicking. I'm totally panicking. And I like really flew off the deep end. So I reached out to Coach Rebecca Stowe and I reached out to Dr. Bob, and both of them said the same thing to me. Your entire thing is dare to fail, Kelly. Like, dare to fail. All you can do is your best. And me and Dr. Bob had a really long talk about it. And I went back and listened to a lot of Dr. Bob's old podcasts and episodes with me. And I just, after like a week of just feeling like crap and really just worrying about the fact that I wasn't going to BQ, I, you know, dragged myself out of the grave I had built for myself. I dug for myself, and I was like, oh yeah, this is why I'm doing this. And, you know, like, so stupid. I don't care about the time. I don't. I really don't. This time around has been so special because it's been so long that I've been running healthy. And even though I am still in a little pain here and there and like not 100%, I feel really strong. And I know 100% that I'm doing everything I possibly can to put myself in the strongest position to attack New York City and run a really strong, really amazing race. And it's exactly what everyone says. Like, you just have to focus on what you can control. And for me, that's my attitude. That's what I'm eating and how much I'm sleeping and how much I'm rehabbing and the effort level I'm putting in at each and every practice and strength training and everything. You know, I'm doing everything. Whatever else happens, happens. My only goal during New York City is to push myself outside of my comfort zone and hold on for dear life, to give my personal best effort. If I blow up at 18 and have to pull out, I blow up. I don't want to blow up. I don't think I'm going to blow up. But I just want to get to that starting line knowing without a doubt in my mind that I'm going to have a really, really strong, really special, really amazing race. And that's how I feel right now. These marathons, they're so, and not even just marathons, just running. Like, these goals we set for ourselves in our running, they are so personal. And mine are, this journey has been deeply, deeply personal for me. Like, I have run the gamut of highs and lows. And something Dr. Bob had said to me before London was like, I'm worried. He didn't say I'm worried, but he was like, these like really, really high highs and really, really low lows that you keep like jumping back and forth between, I really want you to try to limit them and try to stay as even keel as possible. You know, like, not let the fear that you're hurt or things like that try to like push you up. He's like, focus on what you can control and try to just like stay level, you know, no panicking, no getting really down, really like focus on that. And that's something that I've been trying, not even trying to do, but I'm doing a better job of this time around and more mindful of, is being mindful. You know, I am running with such joy and so much gratitude that I'm even able to do this, that I'm able to be a part of Project Moonshot, that I've had the help I've had, that I had Coach Josh, who was there for me for my first and second BQ attempt, that I had Hoder Camp for my last one, and now, you know, I have the people I have now. And it has been such a wild ride. Such a wild ride. And I just don't, I can't control the time and the finishing time, so I'm not worrying about it, you know? I feel like I've already won. I really do. Just getting back out there and wanting to be out there and wanting to run every day and wanting to work out and wanting to do the yoga with Amanda at finish line and wanting to do the strength work, and it's been so much fun. So much fun. And you know, this journey, it started when I just wanted to see what I was capable of. You know, I didn't know my limits. And so I set out to find them, and I learned about how much of a trap it is to compare today to yesterday, to compare this experience to the one I had in Chicago, because they're so different. You can't. I can't compare them. And whenever I feel the need to compare, you know, like 600s that I did yesterday to the times that I ran 600 2 years ago, I have to remind myself, like, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Kelly. Did you do your best? Yes. Awesome. Let's keep going. You know, like, you're always in a position to run your strongest tomorrow. You know, like, I'm really, really trying to focus on the moment I'm in every single day, and like waking up and doing everything I need to do. So it's getting real. Like, we're almost there. This is the last week before taper starts. I feel amazing. I feel grateful. I feel happy. I'm just so excited for the marathon, which I'm like, finally, that feels so good to say, because I've been so afraid, just like dreading every minute, just waiting to get hurt, you know, waiting to have to pull out. And finally, I realize I don't think that's going to happen. And even if it does, knock on wood, I feel great. I'm so excited for race day. I think race day is going to be really, really amazing. Ah! Oh, podcast. There's 2 new episodes of the podcast up. One of them is your first marathon, and then the other one is a pre-race pep talk, if you're interested. I'll link to them below. If not, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Cool? Cool. Kick ass, take names. Catch you next time.